Hi, so I am KB with the Nerdophiles. How are both of you?
Hi,
Doing
KB.
great.
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. Okay, so I'll dive right in. This season, the three words that I would use to describe are healing, trauma, and reconciliation.
Hmm.
So, what three words would you use to describe this season? And I'll start with you, Alexandra.
Oh gosh. Um, well, uh, yes. I mean, those were perfect. You literally took the words out of my mouth. I think there's second chances. Mel certainly is getting some second chances in life with becoming a mother and falling in love again. Um, and I think Jack's character as well gets second chances throughout the season with Mel.
A lot, a lot. How
Yeah.
about for you, Martin? What three words would you use to describe this season?
Well, it wouldn't be Virgin River without the word love, would it, KB? So I got to lead with love. Here's a show with more love than you can poke a stick at, and we just dish it up in droves. So you got lots of love, you got lots of drinking. Jack turns back to the bottle. The pressures mount. The unanswered questions. And some of his darker past, some of his ghosts come back to haunt him. He's and paternity. I'd say love, drunkenness, and paternity are the things that he's grappling with.
Listen, you brought it up. You brought up the fraternity. So let's talk spoilers. Just when Jack and Mel are actively, trying to heal their individual trauma, they're working through their issues from the past. Here comes Charmaine with a bombshell.
Here
So
she
for
comes.
both, I'm like, what is happening? So for both of you, what is really going on in Mel and Jack's minds as they kind of, celebrate the bliss of this engagement and this baby girl, but then also now really the grief of knowing that the twins are not his. I'll start with you, Martin. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I actually think for a while there was probably not a lot of thinking going on. I think that's one of those bits of information that when you would receive, I think your brain would just have a really hard time trying to understand what's being said to you because you'd then have to go back and try to piece together, but why would you? But you surely you couldn't have, but no, and it just makes no sense. So I think there would have been, and we find out in season 5 how he feels about that. But obviously, the writers do another fine job of keeping you on the hook for another year until the next season to find out how he actually reacts. Um, I think there'd be some relief the fact that he'd be free of Charmaine, but obviously a huge amount of resentment and just realizing that both Mel and Jack were absolutely put through the ringer to try to serve her because of what turned out to be a lie. So, I think, yeah, a bit of a bombshell there.
Oh my goodness. And for you, Alex, how does Mel feel? I mean, it's like, I kind of get the word relief because it's like, well, now there are not three newborns that will be happening at the same time.
Yeah, I think there's relief in finding out the paternity of Mel's baby, but I think that's a huge betrayal. That's a big lie. I think Mel is angry. She's angry as hell. That this woman put the love of her life and herself through this. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
who the hell does
yeah.
that?
Right, right. So she's angry, rightfully so. Well, listen, I absolutely adore this show. This season was fantastic. I cannot wait for season 5. And just thank you so much for chatting with Nerdophiles. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, KB. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.